I'll never be as cool as you, Scorpio. Put on my leather jacket just for you. This is heavy. I'm going to use the Angel Tarot for your reading. Although at the same time, we have the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. With the Ace of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you're fighting for your life, but you're like doing it hot. That's very Scorpio. Let me say it differently. You're fighting for your life, but you're making it look easy, or you're making it look easy to your enemies and to onlookers. I'm seeing the Page of Swords, but we're going to get into it. King of Swords. Yeah, see, you're like 5, 10, 15, 20 steps ahead. I'm seeing it as like choreography. Like you are the choreographer of this dance, so to speak, the cosmic dance. I'm seeing a lot of spiritual imagery here. I'm seeing like Metatron's cube. I'm seeing the flower of life. I'm seeing like two koi fish swimming in, surrounding each other, which is abundance. King of Swords, Two of Swords. I feel like this might be like a pep talk. I almost said prep talk. Libra's reading. Prepare for the crossroads. You could also be preparing for a crossroads, Scorpio, but it's a different vibe. This feels very like dystopian, and I don't know if dystopian is the right way to put it. Dude, I know what I need to get. My steampunk tarot. That's this vibe. I'm going to grab it. I feel like this. Please watch the Libra reading if you can, Scorpio, if you have time, because I feel like this is a direct... I'm hearing the director. Maybe you have Libra placements, Scorpio. Remember, even if you're not a Scorpio, you can watch this reading. But I feel like the Libra in this reading, the Scorpio reading, have a direct correlation. Causation. Let me grab that steampunk tarot. I haven't busted that bad boy out in like 2.5 years or so. You could be coming up to the end of some sort of a cycle, if that resonates, Scorpio. 2.5 years. Let me grab that. I got a new chair. Yeah, I almost like need a minute. This is the heavy energy. You could have been dealing with heavy spiritual warfare. I'm hearing you have been. I'm seeing something about 7 years. So we have 7s and we have 2s. Yes. This is what I'm looking for. Someone could be thinking that about you, Scorpio. This is the vibe I'm looking for right here. This tracks with me. You could be thinking that about somebody else too, or just like something else. Something's coming up. 6 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, 5 of Swords. I'm seeing something about... I'm seeing something about fallen angels. So steampunk is like... it's the futuristic past is kind of how I see it. I see steampunk also as like timeline hopping stuff. It's kind of like how you see in a movie, like there's somebody in a crowd and they're like wearing a monocle. But it's in modern day. Like they're moving through a crowd at a big festival or something, and they're like a time traveler. Are you a time traveler, Scorpio? Wouldn't surprise me. All right. Technically, I have a Hades moon. So, what's up? 8th house. I feel in such a different energy than in the Libra. This is what this is. This is like angels and demons. But it's not quite demons. It's like strategy. It's like war strategy with the King of Swords. All right. But I do feel a little bit discombobulated here. All right. Scorpio. Hello and welcome back to the Metamystic Show. It's Missy Gordon, the Metamystic here. This reading is for Scorpio and it is timeless. Even if you are not a Scorpio, still feel welcome to watch or listen to today's episode. As we all have Scorpio somewhere in our charts, we have 12 houses. You will have Scorpio in one of those houses. Or possibly have a Scorpio house in one of your main placements. Like me, I have a Taurus moon in the 8th house, for example. All right. Yeah, if it's not like intense, let me know, Scorpio. But if it's not like intense, then I kind of like lose interest. Does that make sense? So yeah. Deep down, I'm saying. I feel like Scorpios don't really let people see what's behind the multi-dimensional curtain that is their soul. And it's few and far between the people that actually get to take a peek. I'm seeing peekaboo. Someone could be like taunting you, Scorpio. It's like I'm seeing this energy trying to like get you to respond. It's like poking the bear. 1, 2, and 3 for Scorpio. 8 of Pentacles. Strangely, this could be at work, Scorpio, that this is happening. Or while you're trying to focus on something. There's an energy here that's like, I'm seeing trying to either distract you. I'm hearing the word torment you. 8 of Swords with the Lovers. This could be a lover for you, Scorpio. 3 of Swords. This could even be somebody from the past. We have the Emperor here with the 3 of Swords and the Lovers with the 8 of Swords and the 8 of Pentacles. You could feel like somebody's coming back up in your energy with the moon and you like don't know why or what that is. It's because you're evolving. Yeah, I just opened up to the Empress. Someone may even be claiming to be like pregnant here or, you know, trying to like trap you in some way, Scorpio, or this is something that could have happened in the past. All right. Card number 1 for Scorpio, we have the Wheel of Fortune. I'm hearing less is more. You know, I was one of my favorite gold coin channels, shout out, is a guy by the name of 2 is 1. I just love the aesthetic of the way that he shows the coins, etc. I've watched him for years and I watched his channel grow. There's something about you're being watched. We had the Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. That peekaboo energy, trying to see behind your curtain, Scorpio. There's that energy, but there's also this divine reckoning I'm hearing with the Wheel of Fortune. All right. It looked like I had stuff under my nails. I don't know what all that black stuff is. Anyways. I feel like you're like... Maybe you're exhausted, Scorpio. All right. So simultaneously, the Wheel of Fortune is the divine looking at you. I'm hearing the fates. The reason I brought up the gold channel is because it's about long-term investments, long-term holds, right? The concept of that, of like stacking gold, for example, it takes many, many years to continue to grow the gold over time, you know. So there's something about investments here, Scorpio. I mentioned that man's channel. I watched him grow over time. Wheel of Fortune. That's like the eye of God over you, Scorpio. God, the divine source, however you identify your higher power, has been watching you. And this came through in the Libra reading with the big eye. It was the Ace of Pentacles with the big eye on it. So you are coming up to a crossroads as well, but you may not see it as clearly as the Libra was. This is more emotion. This is going to feel like, I'm seeing it this way. I'm seeing a hot volcano lava, but it's underneath the water and it's bubbling. It's a volcano that is about to erupt and it's causing the waters to boil. You may actually take this as some sort of feeling, possibly of rage, or I've had enough of this, or you know, it could feel like negative, and that's because, like I said, this is twofold. I'm sorry, my eyes are closed, Scorpio. I have like a splitting headache, and I really want to channel this for you guys. So it's twofold, right? It's, you know, it's both sides, if you want to put it that way. You have things poking you, taunting you, trying to possibly even bust past your boundaries, or, you know, peekaboo, peekaboo. Like, Scorpios don't like all that. You know what I mean? Leave them alone. Back up. Back the fuck up. Yep. All right. So yeah, because I see somebody in particular, and it is a spirit, but they're taunting you. I'm seeing Pisces sticking out to me here. I don't know what that's about. Maybe you have Pisces in your chart as well, Scorpio. Or this person is, I don't know. For some of you, this is like an ex. For some of you, this is like your mother with the Empress. For some of you, this is an aspect of you that's telling you you're not good enough and you're not producing enough, and you produce more. That's why I brought up the gold, Scorpio. You're the gold. You're an example of the gold standard. You're a fixed sign. Scorpios are loyal, they're long-term, and this is why they hold grudges. This is why there is a volcano underneath the water boiling right now, because Scorpios, you know, I wouldn't slight a Scorpio. I'm just saying. And I'm not saying it's because you guys are dangerous, because in your evolved, you know, well, in your evolved forms, you know, with the eagle and the Phoenix. You've been through so much, Scorpio, that for you, this is like a little gnat that you're just flicking off from the side of you, but there is an energy taunting you. I'm getting the word taunting. So, but the Wheel of Fortune, there's something turning in the wheel, and this could be a new cycle, Scorpio. This could be, I'm hearing something about coming into riches and wealth, but I know that not all of you are like, that's not like your main focus. Your main focus, like the Libra, is the mission, but there's something about money here, Scorpio. Like your work's gonna pay off. It's like one day you just look down and you're like, oh my God, I've been stacking these gold coins for 3 years. This is worth like $8,000-9,000. I mean, gold it's over 3,000 an ounce right now, Scorpio. When I was buying gold back in 2021, it was like 1,700. Think about that. And a lot's happened since 2021 in the landscape of the economy and things like that. But I'm just saying, in the grand scheme of things, it's almost as if you've been stacking gold, Wheel of Fortune. I mean, maybe some of you literally do have investments like that, but it's like you've been stacking gold for the past few years, and you're suddenly, something's going to turn, and it's like you're going to wake up to yourself. It's like you've kept your head down, 8 of Pentacles. You have been working your ass off. You have been consistent. You have been mastering your craft, whatever that means to you. I'm seeing it like Fort Knox. Speaking of gold, and, there's some conspiracies around Fort Knox, right? People are like, oh, all the gold in there is not in there anymore, where, there was billions and billions of dollars of gold supposedly stored in Fort Knox. It's a government base, military base. It's like the gold warriors, right? Basically, the elite military. And supposedly it's filled with gold in there, right? Now, there's been some conspiracies coming out about that over the past few years, but I don't know what to say about that. It's funny this is coming through. So Fort Knox, gold, long-term, Scorpio, fixed sign. You've been working your ass off, 8 of Pentacles. You're about to see a return. I'm hearing on your finances. So for some of you, y'all are funny. I don't expect that sometimes, but it's like I can't look away. That it's just like coins, gold coins. You're going to realize, you're going to look up from your 8 of Pentacles, whatever that means to you, and realize how much you have grown, how much you have, how much you've acquired. This is a perspective shift with the Wheel of Fortune. It's like a change in your perception. Suddenly, it's like you're going to understand what you've been doing. You're going to understand what all this was for. See these equations in the background here? The Wheel of Fortune to me is you are on your divine path. It's fate, destiny. I almost said faith. You've had a very strong faith. You've kept your faith. I'm hearing you've kept your authority. You've kept your dignity. You've kept your truth. You're being like congratulated, rewarded. Some of you are being promoted. I'm seeing a long mahogany table. It looks like a military office, and I'm seeing you walking in, and your superior is there. And Scorpio, sit down, son. You may even think you're in trouble. and you might not be a son, you male, female, non-binary, however you identify. But I'm seeing this gruff guy say, "Sit down, son. Want to offer you this promotion. You've proven yourself. You've more than proven yourself here. And we are going to be promoting you to the next level of spiritual authority. This is a ranking thing, Scorpio. And this is a high honor. It's like graduating with high honors. And you get to wear that. It's like a gold medallion. I'm hearing a lot of phrases here. Like, like talk is cheap, but dedication is long-winded or something like that. Like I'm hearing a lot of idioms and phrasing. This is ancient wisdom. I'm seeing the hermit here. I'm also seeing the magician. Like you're someone, Scorpio, who is, you keep your head down and you defend the collective is what I'm getting here. So you're being rewarded for that. You've been called out specifically. You've been targeted in a negative and a positive way. But you know that. Card number 2 for Scorpio, we have the Justice card. Just another wink and a nod to that Libra reading because I feel like they go hand in hand. This is just like the other, I don't want to say the other side of it, but just another perspective on the same thing that's happening. For Libra, it was they were coming up to a crossroads. I'm seeing it more as like a cycle thing for you, Scorpio, where you're aware. Like the Libra had to be more like, we need to prepare you for something. I feel like for you, Scorpio, it's not that you don't have to prepare, but you will recognize this with the Wheel of Fortune. There's something happening. Look, she's holding tarot cards here. There's something going on with mechanisms here, like the sound of the Wheel of Fortune as the big wheel turns, and as well as this mechanism here, the scales. The sound of the metal moving is what I'm hearing in my head. You're going to feel the shift happening. You are going to understand that this is what's happening, and it's a reward. This is, you have surpassed something this time around, I'm getting. And you have proven yourself more than worthy to receive this reward, are the words that I'm channeling. So the Wheel of Fortune with the Justice card. I'm hearing the Beatles. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom. Let it be. You may be leaving something in the past, Scorpio. Scorpios hold on to things not simply because they want revenge and they're holding a grudge. Why do they hold a grudge? Why do they want to seek revenge? Because they loved so deeply and with such loyalty and honor, the high vibing Scorpios, that it's like it's ingrained. It's like this gold is engraved. It's like a headstone of a grave. It's become part of you. It became part of you. This could be a past. I'm hearing version of yourself. I was going to say a past person. This could even be a positive thing here, Scorpio. It's, we get to where we are because of where we've been. And yeah, 10 of Pentacles on the Angel Tarot. This is financial for some of you here. 7 of Pentacles. You're going to look down at your crops and realize all that you have acquired. I'm hearing acquisition, like an acquisition of like a property, an inheritance, Wheel of Fortune, justice. This is your good karma coming back on your plate here, Scorpio. And for some of you, it's just in the form of like recognition. This could also be something about, because I saw the 6 of Wands when we were shuffling, some sort of, it's a Leo sort of an energy that I'm getting here, like a recognition for a job well done. I'm hearing good and faithful servant. There's a lot of honor here and merit, and I feel like you are being promoted. It's all going to be worth it, Scorpio. You have been through a lot. It's not for the faint of heart. And you have surpassed expectations, is what I'm hearing. Card number 3, the 2 of Pentacles. That's a curious 2 of Pentacles. See, you could have just kept your head down. 8 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, kept to the routine, kept to the schedule. 2 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. We have the 8 of Swords, with your eyes closed, just kind of taking things day by day, This is not even a negative thing here, Scorpio. I'm not seeing it as like, well, I started off with you were being tormented. Maybe sometimes it feels like that and other times it doesn't, right? But what I'm getting is that, what I'm getting for some of you is that there is like a lover here with the Lovers. We're going to have to ask about that because this came through in the Libra at the end. And I was like, oh, this might come through in the Scorpio reading. At the very end of the Libra reading, I said that. Because Scorpio came through. You came through in Libras. We have Libra here on the table. So this could be a Libra. We have Gemini with the Lovers. Technically Sagittarius Jupiter with the Wheel of Fortune here. I'm going to leave that aside for a moment, Scorpio. I feel like this is more focused on yourself, but I do feel that energy coming in from the side. Like you could have an admirer here, Scorpio. But there's also 3 of Swords stuff here. I'm hearing something funny on the Emperor. Well, it's not funny. It's I'm hearing somebody say like, yeah, my manhood was bruised. That's an interesting, maybe you're not a man, but it could just be like the masculine element of you. 3 of Cups here. Look at this 3 of Cups. That's not the most comforting looking 3 of Cups to me. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. Could have been a past person where there was like a third party with the 3 of Swords. It's not going to resonate for everybody, but there's something. I feel this is a new person with the Lovers, though, coming through, and it could be bringing up all of this past bullshit, right? So let's clarify these. It's hot in here. It's hard being a Scorpio. I don't know how you guys do all this leather. There you are. All right. Yeah. This is part of the karma. There could be a past judgment taking place. You may even be like hearing from exes, or family or whatever. There's always karmic implications especially with the justice and the wheel of fortune. You may have all kinds of people coming out of the woodwork here, Scorpio. So just be aware of that. People that were like, oh, when I had you in the palm of my hand, I treated you like shit, possibly juggled you, betrayed you, but I'm kind of seeing like you're actually like awesome now, and I was a fucking idiot back there, and but for a lot of you here, they're only coming through like that because they're being judged. Their karma is coming upon their heads, are the words that I'm getting. So just keep that in mind. Obviously use your discernment. Ace of Pentacles, just as this pentacle is coming in. It's like all these people are coming out like, oh, Scorpio, long time no see. What's up, brother? What's up? A lot of masculine energy coming through here. So I feel like there's an element here of, like, even if you're a woman or however you identify, there's something coming through about like a warrior spirit, and that is a masculine energy, right? You've seen these women in the military, right? And I'm not saying that feminine energy is not very strong. It's just a different, it's like Mars, right? Yeah, with the devil. And you need that. You need that if you're dealing with the devil, right? It's the sort of feminine energy that causes like the stormy seas. So if it comes through a feminine, right? Or like defending their young, defending their family. Like I just keep hearing that in my head. Off with their head. From Alice in Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland, that's trippy. Like, you could feel like you've been going through some sort of wild ride lately. Or that's been the cycle, and you have remained true. You have continued the work even when somebody else would have just completely thrown in the towel here. You could have had to take precautions here. You could have had to block your eyes out from anything other basically than like what you've been focusing on. That's rewarding you. That's this reading. You are being rewarded for your due diligence. You're being rewarded for your ability to maintain concentration when everything in the world is being thrown at you. Could even been like people throwing themselves at you as well. There's something here about like being very careful not to like get in bed with karmic energies, literal or metaphorical with that. It's like there's something coming through here about like, I know who I am. I know like what I'm looking for, and I'm going to keep focused until that comes across my path. Like, you could be manifesting a new person here that is a high vibrational energy, Scorpio, and it doesn't have to just be love. This is some sort of an upgrade in your career, but it's deeper than career. Eight of Pentacles, to me, especially in a reading like this, it indicates purpose. I'm hearing the purpose-driven life. I think that's a book or something. I've seen that before in my parents' closet. Yeah, we have Scorpio right here. But all right. Yeah, I suddenly just got dizzy. Like your reading has me swirling, man. And that's because the wheel is moving, the mechanism. You know it. You feel it. You understand a cycle is approaching. I'm seeing you taking a different path this time. That came through in the Libra as well. I mean, you and a Libra could be, whether they're a Libra or not, they hold this Libran energy. They could be somebody who's like a judge. Like the Pluto energy, it's judgment, right? The Libra energy, similar but different with justice, right? Like it's the scales, but you both kind of deal in that realm, if that makes sense. So, you know, signs are not necessarily the most relevant thing, but it's that energy. All right, for Scorpio, let's look at this Wheel of Fortune. King of Cups wanting to come out. Yeah, Four of Pentacles here. This to me is giving that investment energy again, like stacking your coins. I mean, you might literally be saving money or have been, Scorpio, or trying to. You're about to get a perspective shift, like I was saying before, on how much you actually have. With the Seven of Pentacles, it's like looking over how far you've come. It's hard to see things, when you're in it. You may even have like an outsider come in and like I'm seeing something about like giving another perspective, or it's almost as if someone may come in and say this work, this precision is, I'm hearing the word immaculate. We had that in the Libra reading because I was hearing immaculate conception, which reminds me of Mother Mary. So you could be being like blessed by the Divine Mother here, whether you pray to Mother Mary or not. It's like the feminine archetype, the female side of God here is, it's like they're weighing your work and they're judging it to be, I'm hearing that again, immaculate. There is a this makes me feel like I'm looking at a gem. I'm looking at a gem with a magnifying glass. And it's like the person that is looking at this gem, that is this work, they're saying, do you understand? I'm hearing that again. It's a different perspective. It's not the war general. It's another, this is like a jeweler, and they're saying the same words. They're saying, son, do you know how valuable this is here? We don't come across gems like this every day. This is, we look for gems like this all across the world. And it's like you're just like casually coming in to the shop, like not even understanding how valuable you are and the work that you're doing is. So let's go a little bit deeper here. Four of Pence. You really make a mark here with what you're doing. Yeah, King of Wands. You're a leader, Scorpio. And you're bold. You're very courageous. You rush right into the war zone here. You're very brave with this Leo energy. And Aries. You're very brave. You're very I'm hearing that again. It's like you're a rarity. You're a rarity. I feel like you keep yourself a little bit more contained. So it's like that image again of the curtain. The people who smell this wealth on you, they're trying to, I'm seeing like swarms. I'm seeing like vermin. I'm seeing swarms of flies here. Beelzebub, I'm hearing that. I dealt with that back at my apartment. I'm not going to get into that, but yeah, I know this energy, and this is it's putrid. It is, it has the stench of death upon it, and not in the good high vibing way that I know you Scorpios to be. This is, but your energy, it's so deep, it's so vast. I'm seeing the galaxies. You could identify with feeling like you're part of another place or race or time or place. I don't know what that is. I'm seeing you looking down at this gem, and you're like, I don't really know what this is. I don't really know what this is. But you just stayed focused. 8 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, continuing on your path with the Wheel of Fortune. Just very, very minute changes where you needed to make them. I'm seeing a microscope. Precision again is coming through. You are very careful with I'm hearing your time with the Wheel of Fortune. That's been recognized. They're recognizing this. I'm seeing them looking down, Scorpio, on a clipboard. This is like what's it called? It's not an audit, because to me, an audit has kind of a slightly negative connotation to it, kind of. This is more of like, I'm just going to call it an audit, though. It's like they're going through whatever this past cycle has been for you here, Scorpio. They're going through and they are taking note of every single thing that you just thought was, just your daily life, or how you conduct yourself, or the words you say, or the way the way you interact with others, the work itself with the 8 of Pentacles. You could have even felt kind of like with the 4 of Pentacles, like, I don't know, I'm just kind of getting by here. I'm just doing my best, just showing up. There is confidence here. There is vigor. It's not like you're some like shriveled up worm on the ground over here, Scorpio, like thinking like, I'm not good enough. But there's an element here of energies trying to make you feel that way. And that could have been part of the cycle too, is that you were, I'm hearing deny. Like, I'm hearing denying the lusts of the flesh, which to me, lusts is not just sex. It's, all the sins, whatever, you know what I mean? I get tired of speaking on every single side every single time. There's like 25 sides to one comment. So I feel like I don't have to do all that song and dance here, Scorpio. That's why I like Scorpios. All right. 4 of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, 9 of Cups. They're very pleased. They're pleased. This is also you. You kept a good heart. I'm hearing that old song. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Low. Give thanks because he's given Jesus Christ his Son. And now let the weak say, I am strong. Let the poor say, I am rich, because of what the Lord has done for us. Give thanks. I'm seeing you giving thanks. You know, the Four of Pentacles, it's like giving thanks. I'm hearing giving thanks before the time. This is kind of like, this is also, I'm seeing the Magician. This is like manifestation 101, right? This is like you're giving thanks for something that has yet to come. This is that time. So something's coming in for you because of your grateful heart. See, this is more than just a positive reward and positive karma here, Scorpio. This is like God, Source, is honoring you for your heart. I'm hearing like the heart of David, like you know, people called David a man after God's own heart. Again, a lot of masculine energy coming through here today. I feel like it's just referencing that sort of spirit. You know, David, he was a very multidimensional man, right? He was a warrior. He was a musician. He wrote the Psalms, many of them. But at the same time, he was a shepherd, right? He, like Jesus, he had a very soft heart. You know, he's described as someone who had the heart of God, which to me, that means the feminine and masculine side of YHWH, Yahweh, the Tetragrammaton, which is multidimensional and multifaceted and multi-faced. You are connected to a higher intelligence, Scorpio. That's why you felt alone and abandoned, because not many can ride this path, right? But you may have someone here that can keep up with you. So let's take a look at that after I look at this Justice. Yeah, we have the Two of Cups at the bottom here, as I'm saying that. Tell us about this Justice. Yeah, the Devil. Someone could have done you wrong here, Scorpio. Nine of Pentacles. You're an enigma. I don't know how you do what you do. That's what they're thinking. How do they do what they do when we have put every trap along their path? You have like anger coming from the sidelines here. Maybe that bubbling volcano wasn't you, but it's about you. Yeah. Not saying you couldn't also feel that way. That happens when we're moving through cycles, right? You know, old shit comes up, right? And I feel like that's part of that message, and that's why I said it that way that I did at the time, but it's opening up. I'm seeing like a lotus flower opening up at the top of your head here as you're detaching from something else that kept you stuck in the past, because you have a new perspective on it. You're about to move forward. Page of Wands. Page of Wands was a big focus in the Libra reading. See, it's the same message, but different angle, right? Nine of Pentacles with Justice. I feel like this is something financial for you guys in a big way here. Ten of Swords, and it fell on top of the Two of Pentacles. Some of you could have been juggled here, or you could have just felt that energy of being overlooked, or, you're not that great. You're kind of like a dime a dozen here, man. It's like, but what did I say about the jeweler? Only a fucking imbecile would juggle a jewel. It's like an ancient jewel. Like, there's something about this here, Scorpio, where it's not just a regular jewel. I'm hearing crowned jewel. Like, there's an added element here. It's not just worth what it's worth. Like, say it's a ruby and it's worth a lot of money, right? There's something attached to this, right? You could have dealt with attachments in the past with the devil, but there's like an angelic attachment to this gemstone that is whatever this mastery is that you've been working at here for some time. I mean, even 8 years possibly here with the 8-8. You could have done something with the 8-8 portal with that Leo energy here, Scorpio, that changed your fate. I'm hearing that. Yeah. It helped you to end some sort of a cycle, go through this portal, and it helped open you up to a new beginning with the Page of Wands here. Something's being balanced. I'm hearing balancing act, and that's very Two of Pentacles. It's like you could have felt like you were riding your bicycle on the water, which is an act of God, right? Didn't that come through in the Libra too? Like an act of God. This is like a miracle. This is like Jesus walking on the water, right? So, see, you could have felt like juggling a bunch of stuff, but actually, this is a miracle. This is a miracle here. Like, we're witnessing a miracle. When I looked down at the Lovers and the Two of Pentacles, I just heard miracle baby. Now, for some of you, it might be a child, right? Remember I said something about pregnancy or something like that? But this could be more metaphorical. Like, this is a miracle child. You're birthing something. We had the Ace of Pentacles before, where you might not have even realized that that's what this has been. You were keeping your head down, so busy working on everything, being, responsible, even with the Four of Pentacles, saving yourself, I'm hearing as well. I'm hearing saving yourself for marriage. That's interesting. Take that as it resonates. I don't know why that's coming through. This is heavy. Four of Pentacles, though, it's like saving yourself from, I'm seeing like a siren energy, like swimming underneath the waters. Like, you could be like rising above some sort of, it's like a seductress energy. And it could be a man as well, or it could, these spirits come in all forms, and they're entity attachments, and they drain us of our energy, they drain us of our talents, they drain us of our skills, they drain us of our spiritual gifts, they drain us of our money. And that's their sole purpose. It has nothing to do with sex, in my opinion. They use that as a means to siphon. And I feel like that could be something that you've learned here, Scorpio. I'm hearing through trials and tribulations. Cheers. You and me both. All right. 3 of Cups. Boom. All right. Let's look at this Two of Pence. All in all, on the Justice card, I'm seeing the 9 of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords, a direct correlation. I'm hearing causation again. Like, this is cause and effect. You've done this, therefore this. Those things were done for you, therefore these things will be done to them. It's very karma sort of vibe. You could have people watching you. I'm hearing like watching you move toward, yeah, there's money here. And it's not just about money, man. This is so much bigger than that. This is like your rise into a higher position of authority. This is an honor. This is a I'm hearing a badge of honor. This is positional, but there could be onlookers here. There are onlookers, I'm hearing. They're not, it's not could be. They said there are onlookers and they are watching you moving toward this 10 of Pentacles with the King of Pentacles. And now they're like, "Oh, why did I let Scorpio go?" Why did you? It's a valid question. Let him think about it. Let him think about it. All right, 2 of Pentacles. Knight of Wands with the Page of Pentacles. I'm hearing a song. I think it's Walls by Kings of Leon. Now that's a Kings of Leon song that I like. It came through in the Libra Sex is on Fire. Sex on Fire. And I joked and said that that's definitely not one of their best songs. The song Walls is coming through. I think it's something like you tore out you took out my heart, you took it away, you threw it away. I can't think of the lyrics. It's giving that. It's like this Page of Pentacles, like giving their heart to this energy and they just like ride away with it. It's like they rode away with your... And this isn't just romantic here, Scorp. This is like your work too. Like people could have like stolen your ideas or copied you or just all that bullshit, right? Page of Pentacles, like this is this. And I'm seeing this as an energy of like, I just keep hearing, you took it away. I think it's took it away. Whatever. The sentiment, I can't think of the lyrics. Knock knock, who's home? But you know what I'm saying, Scorpio. It's like this is your heart, and it could even be like something here with the 8 of Pentacles, like something valuable to you, something you've built, something you have laid the foundation of through trials and tribulation. You kept a grateful heart even when all this bullshit was going on. You stayed balanced with this justice energy. And now 2 9s, I just noticed this. 2 9s, this is the end of a cycle. A new one is opening. I'm hearing the bringers of change. Now I'm seeing this as positive because look, Knight of Cups. Yeah, this is going to turn positive. Like the knights are, I'm hearing Knights of the Round Table, Scorpio. The knights are coming with a message for you. What is it? For some of you, there's love here too, and I'll look at that at the end. Let me just stick on what we got going on here, Scorpio. Knight of Wands, Page of Pentacles, 7 of Swords. I'm hearing we saw everything that was done. We have the Lovers here. This could have been in a relationship. This could also have been, yeah, look, there's the Justice with the scales on the 6 of Pentacles. Every single thing it's going to be repaid, yeah. I mean, with the High Priestess coming through twice, you could be a reader. Remember I mentioned Pisces as well at the start? Yeah, look, there we have it right here. Couldn't be any clearer, man. You're being rewarded for this bullshit. Let's just cut to the chase. Anything else on that? Yeah, it's like they're signing off on it. This is like somebody who signs off on notarized. That's what I'm looking for. It's like this person, this authority figure here is notarizing something. I'm also seeing this is your promotion. They're promoting you into this emperor position, Scorpio. You could have been working on an upgrade here. Okay. Now, in closing, I just want to take a peek at this Lovers. It was the same thing with the Libra. So, and we have Libra here, like I mentioned. So, this could be something that's coming on the horizon. Like, there's a lot going on here. And so, this may be something that's to come. You may even find yourself flashing back to like old love stuff here, Scorpio. So, just, be easy on yourself. You know what I'm saying? This stuff, especially when it's love based, but it could also be flashing you back to family stuff, right? Friends that betrayed you, people that didn't understand you. So just, this is a gift, whatever this is. It's part of your good karma coming back around the mountain, this love thing. Can I get a little on it? They don't want to say too much. You know what I'm saying? You tore out my heart. You threw it away. You threw it away. Walls by Kings of Leon. Yeah. The Lovers. The Ace of Swords. This new person is not a liar, Scorpio. This new person will help you grow. They want to see you grow. You could have dealt with people in the past that wanted to keep you small, that wanted to keep you palatable, that wanted to keep you controllable. They could have even been intimidated by you. They could have felt like you were better than them, or you thought you were better than them, or whoever, whatever. Yeah, this new person, it's like they want to protect you even. I know it's coming through as a feminine energy. Usually it's more like the masculine that does that, but it's that feminine energy that I mentioned earlier with the protection of a feminine energy. It's like the love of a mother that protects their children, or it's, the storms of the sea. It's, it's like, don't fuck with the person I care about sort of energy. Ace of Swords with the Lovers. I feel like this is also just confirming, like, yes, this is a new person. You don't really know this person yet. You might not know who this person is. What's the Two of Swords in this context? Ten of Pentacles. You could have everything with this person. I feel like you're going to grow into each other. I know that sounds like a funny statement, but I'm seeing that. Yeah, look, here it is. Don't even have to say words. That's why I love Scorpio. I don't have to say everything. You guys just like understand intuitively. Scorpio, the world, the star with the Three of Wands. See, it's like I'm seeing you like vines growing around a pole. I'm hearing something about the poles, like polar opposites or something like that. I'm hearing opposites attract. But I'm seeing the yin and the yang, and I'm seeing like the circles within the polarities, Scorpio. It's like you could have a good balance with somebody here, like the masculine and the feminine. Like you can let like your feminine side out, this person can let their masculine side out, and vice versa, however everybody identifies, right? I'm just saying there's something interesting here where you couldn't let all this through with past people, or if they did, I'm seeing it like this. I'm seeing a rose on the ground, and I'm seeing somebody stomp it with their heel, the heel of their shoe, and like kill it. So that's great. Right? It's like they wanted to destroy your like softer side or something, because we were getting a lot of military stuff, right? So male, female, non-binary, however you identifies here, Scorpio. This is like when you let this out in the past. Someone or people. This could be a cycle thing, right? This could be family as well. With the world, this is something that you've completed, I believe, here is what this reading is showing. But it's not just about love, Scorpio. This is about like self-worth, determination, discipline, consistency. Even when there's everything coming against you, you're walking on the water. I'm hearing it's a sight to behold. It's a miracle. I'm hearing miracleist. That's crazy. That's not even a word, but I'm hearing like it's like the magician, but it's not, they called Jesus like a negative magician. But he was healing people. So you could feel like you got a little bit like blackballed here, Scorpio. Where people, it's like I'm hearing they misrepresent you or something. There are layers to Scorpios. This is what people don't understand. And it takes years sometimes to get to know a Scorpio. Like, they're not just going to be like, hey guys, here's everything I've ever wanted to say. Like, let me know, Scorpios. Some of you guys have different placements, right? And it can depend on the chart, but I'm just saying. Because I knew a Scorpio that had a Gemini rising, and he was a talker, but still though, it's like I knew him for years, and then like years later, I was like, I don't know, there was just like a lot of secrets and stuff. Scorpio, it's good to have secrets, right? Especially if you hold some sort of position. We have the Star, the Emperor, the Ten of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, the World. I mean, what you're building here, this is extremely valuable. It only increases in value. Like I mentioned, gold has almost doubled in value since 2021 to 2025, right? What you possess will only increase in value, while everybody else is a flash in the motherfucking pan, and they will drive themselves up to the top and hit the dirt just as fast. Look at them in 4 years. You will find them in a ditch, and you will be, in your mansion, proverbially speaking, with the Ten of Pentacles. It's like it pays off to be disciplined, consistent, loyal, true. You're a bringer of truth here. This fell into the reverse for a minute here. So somebody could be being like unmasked to you. I mean, that could be regarding like narcissists as well, like unmasking, but I'm also seeing it in the context of a new lover. Like maybe you're realizing like who this person is. Like the angels could be guiding you together with the Temperance card. You've waited for somebody like this. Yeah, the Five of Cups with the Ace of Cups. This is going to be a new kind of love. I'm hearing that. I'm hearing agape, which is a form of unconditional love that it is not moved so easily, right? You could have dealt with people in the past here, Scorpio, with the Moon, the Three of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. That doesn't look so good, right? Speaking of secrets. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like this new person, they're not going to get swayed. They're like suede. I'm seeing that. Like, I'd kind of prefer a suede leather jacket, personally. It's more my style, but this person could be a little bit more, like, they're not easily swayed. Even if this new person is literally approached and like tempted directly, this person has been around the mountain. Like, they know how to turn something down. Do you know what I'm saying? We have the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups with the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. I mean, somebody could be making you an offer here to, like, you know, like, hey, what's up? Sort of vibe, right? But there's a lot of attraction here with the Ace of Wands. But this feels very deep with the Ace of Cups. Like, right off the bat, Ace of Swords, you may find that you have really good communication with somebody. You may find that you have a lot in common with somebody, with the moon. Like, it's in that space of you, Scorpio, that not everyone sees. I feel like you will be able to go there with this person and they will treat it with respect, right? This new person knows an emperor when they see one. You might not know this person yet, but I feel like this is part of your good karma coming in with the Wheel of Fortune, Justice, and the Two of Pentacles. The wheel is moving. It's turning. So much love, Scorpio. It's been Missy Gordon, the Metamystic here. Thank you so much to everyone. Remember, you can always listen to the Metamystic Show on Spotify and Apple Podcasts every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m. EST, as well as on my YouTube channel at the Metamystic. I want to thank everybody who supports this show by donating. Thank you so much, guys. It really makes a big difference. If you'd like to book a reading, just send me an email. All my info is down below in the comments. Much love to everybody, and I'll see you on the next one.